hunting that I'm looking for. I think the world is changing. Our world, our industry is changing. Because the people is changing. 3 days ago, I came from Brazil directly to Porto. It's a wonderful city, close up Lisboa. And I was alone in Porto. Walking, running, and having dinner. One day I was in a restaurant, a wonderful restaurant named Rui something. It's daughter of Rui. It's a great chef. And I came into the restaurant, the guy told me, you're going to dinner alone? I said, man, nowadays it's impossible to be alone. You are always connected. And the guy from the restaurant, they told me, it's a true sir. We are nowadays interconnected persons. That's wonderful. We are interconnected. So we change. We are no more alone. Never. It's impossible. Just if you really. I was in the dinner connected with many persons through my Twitter, through my Facebook, through my mail. It changed my way to deal. It's changed my way to drink wine. It's changed my way to eat. Changes my way to buy. So it changes my way to be connected with advertising. And nobody knows too much how to do it, how to deal with these people so interconnected, so online. And there's no problem. One day I was at Harvard 5 years ago, and in Harvard we were discussing the crack barrel. If it was a illness, it was not. I'm not out of the world because of the digital stuff. I'm more connected with you. I'm more connected with my family. I have more time with my little girl, my little daughter, than my father and my mother were connected with me. I have more time with them. And it changed my way to be a father, my way to be a worker, my way to be an advertiser, my way to be a shopper, my way to be a person. And I had to be connected with me, with my new me, with my new way to be connected with the world. That's what I wanted to talk with you. That's all of this changes that I want to talk with you. I don't know who's going to be the future. I don't know. I don't know how to be a good advertiser, how to be a good copywriter in this new world. I'm trying to look for it. I'm trying to discover this. And this is our job. This is our job, to discover these new routines. Talking about this social economy, I've read that Mark Zuckerberg is intending to make the IPO of Facebook getting $110 billion. The value of money is changing. I don't know if it exists, this money. That this money makes value. It's a new world. It's a new way to be connected with the things. But one thing, for sure, it's the richest thing in the world. It's relevance. More than ever, with this multiple connection, these multiple possibilities, we are always talking about relevance. I have to be relevant to talk to be understandable, to capture your attention. The brands have to be relevant. Our ideas have to be relevant. Relevance maybe should be the most important thing nowadays. In that sharing culture, in that sharing world, when we are so interconnected and we are sharing everything, sharing thoughts, I'm sure that I am. Some words that I'm talking to you, it's on the cloud right now. Somebody is speaking. I don't know. Maybe somebody from this room is talking about this in Sweden, and somebody in Asia it's talking about relevance right now. It's so fast. And you have to be fast like the audience. I share something, and when I share something, I add value, I add relevance to the brands, to the ideas, to the people. In that new world, with this sharing culture, we have to understand that there is a new power. It's the crowd power, the crowdsourcing, the crowd innovation, the crowdfunding. There's a new way. It's the crowd ideas. It's a crowd movement. I'm not talking about flash mobs. It's not this. But it's about a way to understand the humanity. And the humanity, it's driven nowadays by crowd, by plural. We have to understand the sharing, we have to understand the crowd, we have to understand the gamification. Gamification is a theory because just look to your nephews, just look at you, how you use the PS3, how you use the games. You have a different understanding of the possibilities because you have many lives. When you were killed in a game, you can live again. So you can live again. It's possible. Because you learn this by the games. You live again, so you have many lives. If you have many lives, you can change everything. You can change your life. You are now in advertising. You used to be a creative guy in Brazil. Now you are a creative guy in Moscow. You changed your life. You changed your life. You start again. I can start again. Maybe Matthias did it. You start a new life. It's possible. How can you deal with that? With people that can reborn. And gamification, it's not a problem to be killed. Because to be killed should be a way to reward in a different stage of the game. And the life is a game. So this is a different way to be human. A different way to be human with the sharing route, with the sharing influence, with the crowd influence. Looking, we walk as a crowd. We learn as a crowd. Wikipedia. What is Wikipedia? It's amazing because we can build new understandings. We can build new meanings of words. And if you have power enough, you can convince everybody that this letter is big. Because you can put this on the Wikipedia. And if you have power enough, you can convince the people. Because of the crowd, because of the sharing, because of the gamification. So, in this context, as the world changes, the communication has also changed. And now, we left the age of messages. It's not a question to give a message, to bring the message to the people. Now, we still not living the age of the media. We have entered a new age of conversation. We have to keep the conversation. We have to keep the conversation to add value to the brand. I don't know how to do it. I'm looking for this understanding. I'm trying to discover this. I'm enthusiastic of this because it's amazing. It's amazing living in a moment that we can build everything. We can build everything. We can build a new world. I study with my daughters. I have one 9 and one 7 years old daughter. And I learn with them because they are the teachers. They are our teachers. Our teachers of sharing, our teachers of crowd, our teachers of game life, our teachers of conversation, Advertising by itself doesn't convince people anymore. We are not convincers. We are talkers. And I don't know how to do it. But we have to do it. On the other hand, we're going to lose our places. Not our jobs, our places, our relevance in the world, in the economy. And we have to maintain it. As we don't convince anymore, we have to do what? That's my reference of Matias. Because I learned this with him. One day we were talking and Matias told the life, communication, some years ago, were bold. That you launch the ball into the, I don't know how can I say, pins of bowling, sorry? The pins, and you need to use the pins. And Matias told me, said nowadays the life is a pinball. We are living a pinball life. Because you kick the ball, and the ball goes, and you have no control of the ball. All right, it was the best Matias. It was in the oldies 4 years ago. Because nowadays we are, I don't know if you know this sport, but we have it in Brazil. It's named fresco-ball. First of all, it's a kind of tennis that you cannot win nobody. Because if you win, the win thing is to maintain the ball playing. You have to maintain the ball. You have to play hard, but you have to maintain the ball. If your partner doesn't catch the ball and bring the ball back to you, you lose. So the way to win is to maintain the conversation. So if we use it to live in the bowling life, and you change it to in the oldies 4 years ago, we changed it to the pinball. Nowadays we are living the fresco ball moment. And at the fresco ball moment, we have to keep the conversation. We have to keep the conversation because there's no meaning. There's no meaning persons. What gives a brand is keep them alive. And we have to maintain the brands alive. We have to maintain the conversations alive. The ads doesn't live itself just in the page. They live in everywhere. And we have to maintain, to enhance this power. We were in the jury. At the jury, what we were looking in the jury? Different ways to keep the conversation in ads, in films, in outdoors. That's our job nowadays. The best way to keep the ball rolling and build the brand is working in a culture of convergence. And that's what I am looking for. The meaning of this convergence. And the meaning of this convergence is don't care anymore with the screen. Doesn't matter the screen. The screen nowadays is not anymore double page, or a TV, or a cinema, or a mobile. Doesn't matter the screen, because I don't know which screen the people will use to be connected with me. If I'm not so dependent of the screen, what should we have to do? Well, follow the ideas, discover the ideas. Brands are improving their websites nowadays. And they are even more present in social networks. Okay, everybody knows that. But the point is, don't focus your head in websites. Don't focus on that. Man, I'm so sure that somebody is trying in some garage in San Francisco, or in Recife, or in Singapore. They are now creating something that will kill the Facebook. And I don't know if in the future we're gonna have Facebook or Twitter. So don't focus on yourself to create and to be a dominant, to be an owner of the knowledge of Facebook, because this is just However, and somebody will kill. If you don't have the understanding that what is behind the Facebook, it's a new behavior. So, if I want to talk to you something, if I can talk to you something, is understand the behavior of the people. Study psychology. Study sociology. Study the behavior of the persons. Because this is so much important than ads, apps, or social weapons inside Facebook. The understanding of the behavior. With the understanding of behavior, you see that there is no difference between one table in a bar and one personal page in a Facebook. The people are looking for the same thing. The people are looking to be relevant. And relevance, it's the word. It's the change of the 360 way of thinking into the neutral way of thinking. You have to be relevant in the conversation in a bar, in a table in a bar, as the same way that you were relevant in a website, in a chat, in a social media network weapon. How to do it? I'm not so sure. But have the neutral thinking. I believe, I'm trying to ask my people in the agencies to do this, is to think the big idea. Okay, everybody, this is not so new. Everybody had talked about this. But implement this. Just some examples. I changed the way to present the ideas in the agencies. Nowadays, when we receive a brief, we came back to the client with just one piece of paper. That piece of paper can be a PDF, can be a PowerPoint presentation, doesn't matter. But just with one word, 2 words, 3 words. Not one single film, not one single ad. And the client had to approve this. The client had to approve this idea. And with this idea, you came back to the agency and did the whole thing. Then, with the idea approved, you create the films, you create the ads, you create the actions, you create the ambience, you create everything. This is a way to preserve the importance of the big idea. Because in the other way, you always judge and be judged by the execution. I used to be pissed off when my clients told about, no, this is just the execution. And then they are right. This is just one execution. We have to change our love. Some time ago, we were falling in love with ads, with the films, with the billboards. And nowadays, we have to be we have to be falling in love, to be in love with the ideas, not the executions anymore. Because the execution is just a way to connect the client, a way to connect to the customer, or a way to connect to the people. That's a way that we discovered, and it's working in the United in Brazil. But I don't know if it works with you. But this is my knowledge. And just if you get the look of this chart, it's our way to think. We approve the big idea and then we execute everything. One more thing. You have to explain the understanding to the client that the whole thing starts when the campaign ends. When you stop the running of the film, you will start the real thing. Because you will start the conversation. You start the conversation with the people, with the world. With YouTube, there is no more ending flight. Every single film that you did in your life, it's eternal. So, be careful with it. Because if you didn't stay, it's eternal. It's forever. If you did, when shot in the bullseyes, it's eternal. It's forever. So we have to have this understanding too. The life is going harder and harder and harder because of the sharing, because of the crowd, because of the gamification, because of the eternity of the flights. So that's why I believe it's so important, the big idea and the fight and the hunt for the big idea. More than a message, an action that interacts with people's life. Actions speak louder. And you have to have the understanding of the action in every medium, in every medium. Big idea and mobilization. Because you have to fight for this too. As the work starts, when the flight ends, you have to work with the mobilization. How many people you can involve with the mobilization? How many people will be a defender, will be a fighter, will be a warrior for your idea? Connecting with people's lives, offering content. I really believe that the future, that the present future, is content. And we have, why? Because advertising is a very boring thing. We interrupt things. We interrupt pleasures. And you need to know that. And you need to deal with that. Our job is an interruption. And you have to make this interruption lovely, powerful. I believe the best way is providing information, providing service, and providing entertainment to the people. If we achieve these three things, if we achieve the part in the middle, the part in the center, we will make some great things. Promoting interaction, involvement, and the multiplication of proprietary content. And you can think, oh, okay, he's just talking. No, I'm trying to work with it. I'm trying to discover it. I really believe this is the future. This is the advertising that we're gonna show. We're gonna watch in the next year's festival. Gonna be the kind of advertising that is in that middle between the service and the information and the entertainment. One last thing. Maybe the essence of advertisement is still the same. It's about brands, it's about logos, it's about the power of the brand. Maybe it has returned to its original form. Maybe we did a movement moving out of the love of the executions. And now we are moving back to the relevance of the products. Being relevant, being focused on the product, giving back to the consumer that spends time watching it, giving back information, knowledge, or entertainment. If advertising has a formula, I believe the new formula is this. That's relevance. If you can summarize everything, all of my speech is about relevance. If I didn't try to be relevant with you, I didn't catch your eyes fixed me. It's not because what I was. It's not because the things that I can do in the future. It's always about the present. And the present, it's about the relevance. But if I can go on without commenting on the market period phase, advertising is time. And I cannot stop I cannot finish talking about relevance without talking about the moment that you are living in Europe. In a Brazilian perspective, we used to deal with crises for so many years in our lives. I grew up during a crisis. So all of my years, I lived in crisis. I remember at least 12 crises in my country. I don't know how many zeros I need to cut in the numbers during my life. I can't remember. I was trying to discover this, and it's more than 15. I stopped on 15. Step away from inaction. Even the cerebral or the economic paralysis, we had to make a movement. There's no other way, because the money is still out there. In Brazil, we are now living a very dangerous moment. Very dangerous. It's the good moment is very dangerous. Because the good moment, in a country that learned how that grow living in a crisis, the stabilized moment, it's very dangerous because it makes the people comfortable. And the comfort, it's very dangerous. As the danger, it's very dangerous. We are all living a challenging moment. Maybe the great change would be look more into creativity than into grandiosity. We used to be in Cannes, all the Brazilian guys, when we went to Cannes, when we went to great festivals like Eurobest in Cannes, we was astonishing with the quality of the productions. And man, it's amazing how the quality can cover the creativity, can hide the creativity. Because it's easy to make a great movie with money. It's hard to make a great ad without money. So, we are the richest persons in the world because we have creativity. We don't need money. We just need brains. We are really rich. We have huge opportunity in front of us because we have the power. We have the power of ideas. We are better than the people that needs money to do good things. We have our brains. This is the real opportunity. I'm not naive. This is not a way to speak, a Pollyanna's way to look at life. You know Pollyanna? This is a Brazilian expression. I don't know if it's an expression through the word. But be a Pollyanna, it's always look to the good side of life. Always look to the better way to look the moment. It's not a Pollyanna's way. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. We can be you here in a crisis continent. You can be necessary. You can be important. You can be, how can I say impedível? How can I say impedível? Necessary. Extremely necessary. It's not the word that I'm trying to look for. Huh? It's impossible to lose. We are the people impossible to lose. Because we have the richest thing. In Brazil, we had to fight for this too. Because in a stabilized moment, it's easy to be comfortable. It's easy to be driving to a client that always look to the science to prove how one advertising can be successful. Look, this is the difference between Apple and PC. PC, it's a scientific way to provide and to build hardware. Apple, it's an inspired way to build hardware. If you look to the science can drive us to the safe route, but creativity can drive us to the profit route, to the unpredictable profit routes. This is opportunity. This is our opportunity in Brazil. This is your opportunity here in Europe. So, there's no other way. Let's rock. Let's run. Let's fast. Let's do it. I have a friend that moves himself to Japan, and he's living there, in China. He's living there. And one day he sent me a note telling, Sergio, I just learned one word, one phrase in Chinese, sutu. Sutu means right now. Sutu means let's accelerate. Sutu means let's do it. Sutu means let's rock. No matter the moment, we are the solution. And I really believe in it. It's not a Pollyanna's way, but it's a real thing. We are the solution in crisis because good ads are needed in crisis. We are the solution in stability because good ads are needed in stability moments. So, let's rock. Let's do it. Thank you.